Quamrul Hassan was a Bangladeshi artist. Hassan is often referred to in Bangladesh's Potua, a word usually associated with folk artists, due to his down-to-earth style yet very modern in nature, as he always added Cubism other than the folk style to his artworks. In addition of his artistic legacy, two of Hassan's work have come to be part of Bangladesh's political history. The first of this is a monstrous rendition of Yahya Khan, the Pakistani president who ordered genocide in Bangladesh. The second was just before his death, mocking the then dictator of Bangladesh, Hussein Muhammad Ershad. This sketch was titled Shah Bishobuhaya Kopra. Early life. Hassan was born in Kolkata on the 2nd of December 1921. His father, Muhammad Hashim, was superintendent of the local graveyard. He belonged to a conservative family and his father always opposed his involvement in paintings. But Quamrul's determination and love for painting made his father enroll Quamrul to Government Institute of Arts in 1938, under the condition that Quamrul had to pay for his own tuition fee. After his enrollment to the school, Quamrul kept himself busy with not only arts but with other activities such as sports and the Brahmachari movement in 1939, and he also joined up. During the First World War, he developed connections with the Freud bloc, Gonanatya and Olin, and even with several leaders of the Communist Party, got involved with the task of teaching of children and teenagers and contributed to illustrations in publications. As a result of his involvement in social and cultural activities, he finished his 6-year course in the art school in 9 years. He graduated in 1947. He secured first position in the B group of the inter-college bodybuilding competition in 1945. He had become a Naik of the Brahmachari movement. After the partition of India, Quamrul, who was still a student, along with his mother and siblings, moved to Dhaka, the then capital of East Pakistan. He was involved in the non-cooperation movement of March 1971 and was nominated the chairman of the Resistance Committee of the Hattiapal area. On the 23rd of March, he put up at least 10 propaganda posters portraying a monstrous face of Yahya Khan, which inspired the freedom fighters. On the 25th of March 1971, trenches were dug out late night at Hattiapal area under his leadership. Then he left for Kolkata in the first week of April, where he arranged an art exhibition in favor of the Liberation War. He came back to Dhaka during the last half of December to help develop the newly liberated Bangladesh. He also designed state monogram of Bangladesh, Freedom Fighters Welfare Trust, Bangladesh Parjatan Corporation, Bangladesh Bank, and Biman Bangladesh Airlines. Career. After the partition of India, together with Zainul Abidin, he established the Government Institute of Fine Arts in 1948. During Liberation War he served as the director of the art division of the Information and Radio Department of the Bangladesh government in exile. Art. Getting inspired from Zainul Abidin, Jamini Roy, Quamrul Hassan chose to give the folk art tradition a breath of life by incorporating modern ideas in it. He always borrowed the two-dimensionality of pattern paintings of folk art in his work. He also attempted to give the quality of three-dimensionality in it. Instead of using mixed colors, in most of his paintings he used primary colors like pattern painters. Sometimes, like folk artists, he applied flat colors without creating tonal variations. However, he has attempted to create color perspective by using various colors in one plane, so that a sense of height, distance can be created in the image. This technique was inspired from Henri Matisse. Patriotism was born in him due to his involvement in folk art. Some of his notable works are Guntana, The Happy Return, Birul, Nabana, Guru Snan, etc. All of these paintings highlight the lives of lower-class people, which has been the topmost priority of his paintings. Hassan was a versatile artist working in practically all media: oil, gouache, watercolors, pastel etching, woodcut, linocut, pen and pencil. He also worked with woodcuts, especially after the famine of 1974, works that expressed his rage and anger. Quamrul used snakes, jackals and owls to portray the evil in humans, both in his political work and his famine work. Rural women and the plight is another theme Hassan has repeatedly worked on. His treatment of women emphasized the bond between them. Most of his paintings of women are of a group of women. Only rarely a solo painting can be found. However, he mixes romanticism with realism. The strong curved lines and the contrasted use of color contribute to a sensuous appeal that blunts the edges of harsh reality. His paintings of women can be divided into three phases: the 50s love and premarital stage, the end of 50s and the beginning of 70s, the happy conjugal life, and the 70s and the 80s, the time of marital separation. First stage marks the memories of his late mother. The paintings of the stage were made simply from the painter's memories of his lost mother, but in an abstracted form. Like the painting Three Women Gossiping Over a Topic, it was actually his mother gossiping to two other women. Second stage marks the time when he was in love with his wife and they together had a daughter. The notable works of the period can be Afterbath, Jalkali, Loneliness, etc. And the third stage marks the time when he and his wife were separated due to some reasons, and at this period, instead of highlighting some emotions that are visible in his other paintings, he kept on drawing female nudes. His political paintings reflected his political understanding and patriotism. Some of his notable works under the category are Freedom Fighters, Female Freedom Fighters, Gonahatya Rago Gonahatya Puri, etc. His series titled Image 74 shows his political view, which portrays the tendency of sacrificing morals and ethics over some personal gains among politicians, bureaucrats and the businessmen of Bangladesh. Death: Hassan died on the 2nd of February 1988 after suffering a massive heart attack while attending the National Poetry Festival. He was buried beside the Central Mosque of the University of Dhaka. Awards and honors: President's Gold Medal, Independence Day Award, Bangladesh Charu Shilpi Sang Sadhana, Fellow of Bangla Academy.